Before it's not an official start, I'm just saying a few words to the participants. Try to stand somewhere here. Don't go too far back. So somewhere near the banner. Please give questions and feedback to your fellow participants. We want each team to get some feedback and some questions. All your questions are also appreciated, so please do that. We'll start in a couple of minutes. And anyone who has a question in the audience, you need the microphone. So raise a hand and I will bring you a microphone. Welcome to the official demo session of the
Sorry. I cannot really hear you. I'm not sure if that's just me.
Yeah, no.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. There's some echo, but it's better.
No, we can't.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Thank you. From the beginning. Welcome everyone to the official 21st Lab of Tomorrow on improving cross-border e-commerce deliveries in the Western Balkan region. The keyword. Thank you everyone for being here, all the participants, all our guests here as well, our guests on our virtual guests on Zoom as well. And we are here actually to present what we have done in the past several days, in the past 4 days, with these 20 amazing participants here in the room. Shortly, Moritz from DLOT will tell you a bit more about the Lab of Tomorrow, but basically it's a very innovative approach, an innovative process that gathers business professionals, leaders in a specific industry. For us, it was last mile e-commerce delivery in the Western Balkans. And we have gathered 20 leaders, innovators, they are business representatives, business people, and entrepreneurs who want to actually tackle an emerging challenge. For us, the challenge was... Sorry, just 1 second. Yeah. This should work, but yeah, sorry. How can we improve cross-border e-commerce deliveries and how we can make them faster, cheaper, more reliable, and more flexible? And we actually have 4 teams here today that worked on 4 different challenges. The first challenge was automation of services, automation of delivery processes. The second one was making delivery services more flexible. The third one was how we can try to make the deliveries greener. And finally, how we can actually allow cross-border deliveries in our countries in the Western Balkans. As I said, we have 20 amazing participants in the room that are coming from the leading companies in our countries in the Western Balkans, but also from Europe and also beyond. So they have come here to these 4 days, but actually we are going forward in the next 6 months to further develop these solutions. And we're here today to actually hear what they have done in these past 4 days. But this is just a start for them because it's been only 4 days. They will continue in developing these solutions for the next 6 months. A big thank you to our supporting partners. If we can have an applause for all of our partners. So from today on, we are continuing until May or June to further develop these solutions, and we will definitely ask our audience to come again for the final presentations to see the development of the solutions, and hopefully we can have MVPs, tested products, or maybe even market-ready products by then. Our 4 teams will have up to 7 minutes to present their solutions, and then they will have about 5 minutes for Q&A from the audience here and the audience at Zoom. So please feel free to, especially the hybrid audience, you can write your questions in the chat, but you can also even speak out loud. So however you prefer, you can speak up or you can write it in the chat. Now I would like to ask Vartan to come and say a few words from GIZ.
I will be very short because basically you are the superstars today, and I will really leave the floor to you because you have more to say. For the online audience, I would just like to briefly highlight and thank you for the enthusiasm shared with us, 2 GIZ projects, Open Regional Fund Foreign Trade and Lab of Tomorrow, for trying to find an innovative solutions to the existing e-commerce challenge, which is one particular actually aspect of e-commerce when it comes to cross-border trade, and this is delivery. Just very briefly, this activity is part of the e-commerce component within Open Regional Fund Foreign Trade, where also there are other sub-projects and mainstreams that me and my team are working hardly to improve overall trade when it comes to the region of Western Balkans. Maybe just to show the next slide. You can see these are the field of our work and the relevance of our work. Our today's activity belongs to e-commerce component, as I said in the very beginning of this sprint. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for having this cohesion, which is visible and also one can feel. The level of belongingness to this cause to improve things when it comes to e-commerce together with Lab of Tomorrow and together with our contracting partners, Solveo. I'll leave the floor to Moritz to tell you a few words about the process and next steps, because we are not stopping here. This is maybe 1/3 of our journey. And then you should come and tell us more about the products and services developed. Thanks.
Thank you, Vatan. Yes, first of all, on behalf of the Lab of Tomorrow team, a big thank you to all of you. I think your engagement was incredible. The challenges that Dragana mentioned, they are incredibly difficult. So you did a really, really good job. It was really inspiring being here with you. So please, another big round of applause for all of the participants here. So for the online audience, I just want to give a quick introduction to the LOT. I think you have seen the slide many times. I'm sorry, just one more time, I'll be brief. So the LOT is a business development program aiming to create sustainable businesses in emerging markets and thereby, yes, have a direct impact on development challenges. So we bring together companies from local areas here, the Western Balkans, with companies from Europe and international companies to co-create new business solutions to really make an impact and have sustainable changes on development challenges. The results are then intercompany or joint ventures that are scaled and operated by you, the private sector companies. This is the venture development journey starting 4 days ago, where you have come here together to create new business solutions. I think you have done an amazing work. It was really, really intense, I know, but very rewarding. This is only the beginning of your journey. As you can see, you will be going for the next 6 months to really bring these solutions to the market. We will support you from GIZ with Solveo, all the expertise that we can give you. We will try to guide you and really help you to have a market-ready product that you can then launch. The final pitches will be in the end of May. Some impressions from our last days. We started together. No one knew each other. We had to understand the challenges, get to know each other. I think from the beginning, it was great. Here, some impressions from all the 4 teams. Very, very nice pictures. On this day, of course, we bonded over some rakia in the evening. I think this is very important here too. A very important basis for business development. On day 3, we had some cross-testing. So in order to get feedback from your peers, because they're all experts in the field. So in this, on this day, you could really test your solutions and improve them. Another round of rakia, more bonding. We did a lot of group activities together. And yes, that's where I want to leave it. I think now we're ready for the pitches and the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Moritz. Let's start. Can I ask Team Payable?
Just you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dragan. Okay. Hello all again. I am Greta. I am coming from an e-commerce company in Albania, and this is me every day. This is also my colleague Sinja from Financial Department every day. In Western Balkan, 70% of the payment right now, up to 70% of the payment is cash on delivery. You are thinking we are talking about delivery and not about payments, but it is a struggle that puts problem also on the delivery part. So where are the problems right now? Refund and return process is not easy. People are paying cash and they want their money back also cash. We have for businesses cash flow problems. So they cannot take their money on time. And for small and middle businesses, this is a very big problem. Hard to follow and report. They have operational costs and staff on that. And also we are a fragmentized market, and that is the reason we are here together, because we should not be fragmentized, but we should work on the industry altogether. This is right now. Every country has different payment methods and different platforms and different integrations, and there are costs on their integrations. And what is right now is we are telling fragmentize, small markets, but together we don't have this, we have potential. So how can we find potential through payment? There is missing a big player right now in the region. So we are going to make it because there is potential. This is the potential right now. This is the revenue growth of the online market in the region. So we are only growing, and we are going to build a solution for payment. And this is it. Again, I am emphasizing it. It's payable as Balkan. Pay Balkan. Okay, to integrate, to tell it more, I did Grinch today. I stole Christmas. So you can put it all in your mind. It will be payable as Balkan. Thank you very much, Lid, for helping me. What will payable solve? One-click payment, easy refund, less operational cost, easy to follow and report. So all the problems that we had there, it will be solved right here. We can showcase what the consumer will see. So they will have their card and they will have only one-click checkout. If they are registered like this, they can register. Okay, that is me. Hope it will be me one day. And at the end, we are telling them we are doing an integration with the delivery service, so they can have a guarantee that their money will be in our platform for 24 hours after delivery. So if they don't like their product, they can take their money back. And if they register for the first time, then they cannot do it another time. They can save their data and they can put just their phone number, and with the code, they can pay easily without putting all the time the data. So this is the showcase for the consumer, and hope this will be me and other e-commerce businesses all over Western Balkan. Okay, the roadmap of what we are going to do the next 6 months. Don't read it, I'm just putting it. It's a lot of information. The first month we are doing market research. We are going to see more about what the market is offering right now, competitors, and so on. Then we will see stakeholders, banks, e-commerce platforms, logistic companies. On the third month, we will dive on technical requirements. On the fourth month, there will be the design, user interface, and user experience. And then on the fifth month, feedback gathering from consumers and from businesses. And on the 6th month, the financial analysis. So maybe we can be ready for funding. Hope so. Okay, these are the financial projection. At the first graphic, you can see the first year it will be our costs for developing it and then our income. And we can have our break even with 50,000 transaction per month. That is really doable right now with what we are seeing in the market, and not calculating that the behavior of the consumer for the next years will change eventually. And we will help it to change because we are thinking about awareness, events, education about it, and not only marketing on the customer group that for the beginning will be e-commerce businesses. So this is our team. You have met us all these days, but now I am talking what we will do for this project. So Orhan will take care of software and technology. Hi, Orhan. Android we take care with user experience and user interface, and Enis will take care for delivery services, data integration with the delivery service with his experience. Gliger will help with the stakeholders, with banks, and with his connections. And I am doing sales and marketing strategy, but I think they choose me for this part so I can be their test, their first business test. I think so. And I want to thank Leila very much for all these days that has helped us with all the steps. Okay, hope that we are seeing each other again. We are seeing each other for other projects, and we are seeing each other for using Payball. Thank you very much all. Now I have something. You can do all the questions, and the answering of the questions will be by the team because they are staying there so easy and calm.
Any questions in the audience? Yes.
No.
Yeah. First, we take questions from the audience and then from our hybrid audience as well.
Hi, dealing with money is a very challenging task here, and it is also a very regulated market. How sure you are you will get the necessary licenses from all the countries in order to operate within these markets?
We are not actually planning to take the licenses. Probably we will go with the partnership. There is one bank which they are willing to collaborate. So they are all on the market, ProCredit Bank. And I think that that was actually my job to convince them to go on all markets together with our software. So I believe that.
So you will be using their license?
Yes.
Ah, okay,
yes.
Super. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Other questions here?
Hello, I'm Sasha, coming from Innovation Fund of Montenegro. And I'm very glad to be here because I like to see good ideas. This is one really issue and problem for our region, and you addressed it, hope well, but I need just to clarify some other things because we are talking about e-commerce. Are you dealing only with payment platform or you will cover delivery as well? Is it platform that will offer also delivery of products? Because I didn't hear anything of how you address that.
No, we are not.
Only payments.
We are not. We are dealing only payments, but the idea is that it should be very easy to work with that, very easy integration, very easy with integration, and very easy to connect for the delivery companies to it. So,
Okay, okay, just to receive a payment and use they're already their own platforms, right?
Yeah, I'd like to add some information about that. Of course, in order to get success in cross-border e-commerce, the all part of ecosystem needs to be work together. And here we are going to make integration between delivery systems with mobile operators, because we will need SMS information for customers for delivery side to easy follow the cash flow and help them to get the report easily, manage them. Therefore, there will be some partners here from different sectors of ecosystem, from delivery side, from payment side, from mobile operator side, and then there are some other partners in our project. Of course, within 6 months, it will be more detailed, but for now, it's like that.
Okay, you mentioned that money will wait for 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, you cannot deliver someone something in 24 hours, so he will not have.
No, let me explain it. It's after delivery of product, the counting starting, because we saw that there are many payment gateways like PayPal, Stripe, or something like that. But because of volume of the market, or because of some reasons, because regulations or something like that, they don't give enough interest to the market Balkan region, and therefore our gateway giving solution using also especially trust issue. Cash on delivery, in that way the return rates growing, the following is very hard, and the reporting, analyzing, also security side, because on perspective of consumer and also perspective of e-commerce business, it's hard to manage it. And here we let e-commerce businesses with our gateway to put this service to their web platform and get payment. And after delivering the product to the last consumer, the time is starting counting, and within 24 hours, consumer has the right to open complaint about that. If there is complaint, the money is making chargeback, but otherwise the money are automatically going to the e-commerce business. In US, for instance, PayPal uses this issue because we saw that there's some statistics that if the brand is new or no-name brand, consumers preferring to choose first PayPal, because they know that if there will occur any problem, they can get their money from PayPal side. In our region, we are going to make it like a PayPal issue, like about trust also.
Okay, so dispute will be on the side of the customer.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have another question, which is related to the revenues, because I'm interested in what is your business model, how you will get revenues from whom and which percentage, because it was not described well. I saw 50,000 purchases or clicks in order to have a kind of good balance between costs and revenue.
Yeah, exactly. For now, it's up to 70% in this region is cash on delivery. We figured some information there, and we saw that we will get the market share not only from the current actual market, but also from the cash on delivery. We are going to change the habit of payment here. In different markets, we saw that the experience is about that. The habit of payment is changing always. It needs to be changed to the credit card or some other payment systems, and therefore the cash and delivery system, yeah, for starting is okay in all markets, but after a while it's changing, and we are as a market, we are in the beginning of this process, and it will be good for us to be the first one which will give service in all of Balkan region, not only on local side but also cross-border side. They can get somehow the money after a while from other countries and send also to each other, and after a while we will have also maybe our own license card, wallet, application, and they will use us like similar bank or payment gateway.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Can I first ask the team to stand up so that our hybrid
Yeah.
audience can see you? But go to the front.
Yeah, okay.
And then we have a very nice audience on Zoom. We have our partners. We have Tiana from the IO Association and all of our partners in the project. So does anyone in the audience maybe have a question or feedback for the team? You can unmute and say whatever. Yeah. Tiana.
Hello. Good afternoon, I would say, from rather foggy Skopje. Thank you for this opportunity to be in the audience and to see how the businesses think regarding the better ways to improve cross-border e-commerce delivery services. Thank you, the first group, for your lovely, rather short, but lovely presentation and the idea of PayBall. I just wanted to ask something that I kind of missed during the presentation and that I think it's important for this kind of payment service. Who from or what you as a team plan to do regarding the security of the information that end users are giving to this platform, especially when it comes to data protection?
Let me explain about that. By the way, I have my own other technology solution in our country, and we are also managing all data with very big enterprise companies, which is making more than 200 million euro in a year on e-commerce. And also this issue is very important for them, and we are using here different types of security solutions. Of course, there are some especially solutions from our governmental side. They are working for them also and supplying for us as a security check, tests, international, there's conditions. They are looking for all system coding, persons, employee, which computers using, which internet connection they are using. Is there any risk of the flowing of the information to the different places or to the third-party places? And also, while starting working with different companies, the first issue is to get NDA, the most important thing here, the information confidentiality. Therefore, also here, we are going to prepare our software side, not only on software side, but also contract, information, all process will be all secured.
Also, my company is doing in a similar way. Actually, we have a client which is in the business. What they are doing is most secure demand. Actually, we did a software in the last 7 years for Swiss Re Insurance, and in this period, they doing 2 billion over that system, and there is it's any major security breach there. There is sometimes small stuff, but we cover them very, very successfully. So we have this experience needed in security area, definitely.
Thank you very much. As we are over time, I want to ask if anyone else has a question from the audience to write it in the chat, and we can maybe later, if we have time, discuss it. Thank you very much. Next team up is team Pickup. Warm welcome for Pickup.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ivana, and we are Team Balkando, actually, yes, we further met. This is my colleague, Ophelia, and as you can see, we are already missing a few of our team members, but they're actually on Zoom conference call right now. Woman empowered, I will say. Where's this minute? So basically what we were doing, we were working on a cross-border solution that Secunda. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. So you'll have to give me a second. Thank you. Actually, I really have a problem with public speaking, so I'm really trying. Thank you. We will present to you a pilot solution that actually are going to be implemented only in Macedonia, in Albania for starters. And for that purpose, I want to give you one scenario. Just imagine that you are a startup in Macedonia and you're already selling pretty well in your country, but you already done your research, you already established e-commerce website, you've done everything you can to sell, and now you're preparing to go cross-border. But after you actually received your first order from Albania, you have no idea where to go with that. So what we were doing this past few days, we were actually pinpointing the problems that a startup like this one can actually experience. And what we discovered were actually a lack of digitalization, a lack of automation, lack of standardization between countries and legislative in the region. There was also a huge problem with the parcel delays and the transparency of the freight and custom costs that were mainly a huge problem for each and every single one of you that we talked about. And also the high cost of the delivery services. But from this research that we've done this past few days, we managed to establish the needs and the opportunities of the market. The needs were digitalization, transparency, tracking, payment, and connecting stakeholders. And with that, actually, we came up with the solution. Next slide, please. The solution that is going to be e-commerce advanced and fully automated digital solution for cross-border trading that is going to work as a module that is going to be implemented on already established platform in Macedonia that is called Vendor. That is for fully for automation creation process of e-commerce websites. So basically, it will only work as a module inserted on the platform. What the solution will technically do, it's will reduce the cross-border, will reduce the time that the time that companies are going to have to insert in preparing the packages, fixing all the documentations, literally entire cost transparency will be calculated and all the processes will be simplified. Our target users will be e-commerce companies that are already on our platform, but also startup companies and all CMA companies that are not e-commerce sites yet. Then there are local courier companies, logistic, custom brokers, freight forwarders, and etc. and etc. For the prototype that we managed to do this couple of days, we actually asked one of the vendor customers, that is Zeiss Optics, Zeiss Optics, I'm sorry, Zeiss Optics, to run a test scenario with us. This is already a store that is established and is selling in Macedonia, so they will test our products in Albania. What we will do in the front end part, actually will be adding a single button. Technically, we can call it a single button for the end users to have availability to check brokers. And by that, once they choose what broker they want, they are going to have literally everything calculated for them. How we're going to establish this? is in the next slide, and that is by adding API, basically. But before API is actually activated, the vendor platform has its own dashboard, and when the shop manager actually is creating the product before the product will be on the e-commerce, he have to put the specifics for that product. What is this saving? Actually, entire documentation for the freight companies. So once you put the height, for the weight, the packaging of the costs, this literally will pre-fill all the documents before the package itself arrives at the customs. This is the API that will be actually communicating between our module and the freight companies for the pre-filled documentation for export and import declarations. There is another API that will going to communicate with the courier system, so the couriers will already be notified whenever the order comes. So also with that, their calculation will be added, so the customer will know totally price of everything. The only thing that the end user in this situation and the shop manager need to worry about is that they receive the order confirmation. Basically, that's it. Everything works in the backend of the system. About the regulation and documentation, I will ask Ophelia to explain better with this part.
Thank you very much, Ivana. Good afternoon from my side also. It was pleasure being with you guys this past few days, and I appreciate this opportunity to address you on this topic, especially focusing on seamless of electronic data transfer from export to import declaration. As you have seen from the previous slide, the data exists. So it's very easy to use it as pre-advanced data, to collect those data and to submit export or import customs declaration. We've been concentrating on import costs. In the imported country, the customs duty arise. So this approach minimize delays, but also reduce the risk of errors, returning of the goods, refund of the money from the customs. Igor knows how that looks like. But for sure, fosters streamlined and reliable supply chain of the goods. You can see from this flow chart, this is the future. This is the future and the role of the websites, e-platforms, and marketplaces. This our module that we will develop is a bit first step. Actually, it's a game to implement the role of the e-platforms and marketplace, and as a huge roles and importance for customs administration. So speaking regionally, yes, certain regulations should be adopted, certain regulations should be amended, and follow the recommendation of the World Customs Administration and the regulation of the European Union. That means that we should involve e-platforms and marketplace as reliable traders with the data. They will have registration in the, so this I'm speaking for the future, and they will put in the import declaration. So from this point, you can see how important role will be play this marketplace. So therefore, we decided to start first with the neighboring country and to start with this module, which will be like test period. Working these few days, our team, we already prepared the business plan for the next 5 years. So starting from next year up to the period of 5 years, the net profit, normally in the last year, will be 297,400 euros. So I will say the idea is on the table. The persons are targeted. Persons are very well motivated to work hardly. But what we need, an investor. And who we are, the team is in this slide. So Ivana, the first speaker, she is operation manager from vendor. Darko, hello Darko. He is online. Mickoski, co-founder of Witnet. Unfortunately, he must leave. Then Randi Sula, founder of CL Ultra, coming from Albania, and for the end, myself. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm here for the fruitful discussion on this modern trade facilitation. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. You can stay here for the questions.
I can sing.
You can sing. Can I ask the audience here for one question? And then our virtual audience in the meantime can raise a hand, whoever has a question. Question in our audience first. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I have a question, actually would like to explain in one example. For example, we have two cities, one in Albania and one in Macedonia. If I order, okay, I push order, then someone receive that that should be shipped or whatever, then delivery companies saying that I would be the one who would like to take it, if I am right or not, and then calculates additionally taxes if needed. And what is your revenue model? How you are getting funding from whom? Is it delivery company or it is seller or customer? How it will be paid to you?
Basically what we're doing right now in Vendor, we offer a couple of predefined plans, and everything that doesn't go inside those plans, we add them as modules, and all those modules are added on the plans. So basically, if you already have a e-commerce website on Vendor, you can order the add-on, the module, but you will need to pay extra for it. And it's based on subscription models. You can subscribe monthly, you can subscribe yearly. It depends on the model you believe it's best for you.
Me as a customer?
Yeah, not you as a customer, our customer on the platform per se. Yeah, so actually the vendors. The e-shop owners.
Because final customer is the one who should have the best possible conditions to.
That's right, that's the end
price
customer,
to be
and that's why
as much as possible.
The
Smaller
revenue is not
with
coming from
additional
him.
cost,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming from the e-commerce owners of the shops.
Ivana, hi.
Hi.
Okay, thank you guys for the presentation. I know that you worked very hard on this, so you have a long way ahead, as we have seen and established. Can you let me know, in terms of team responsibilities from today onwards, how things are going to go? And my second question is, so I will give you two in one. And the second question is, will you have issues with getting data that is not digitalized, information that you may need to enter? So have you thought about this and how this will look along the way in the pipeline?
Basically, about the data that is not digitalized by now, it's the data coming from the product itself, and that is the only manual thing that actually the shop owner needs to add about his own products. Literally every specification for his own product. Literally what they're doing right now in the freight companies is they're adding that data manually, but this time they're adding it one time for their products online, and basically it pre-fills the data for import and export documentation for forever for that product. Okay. Yeah. About the team.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, I may try. So Ivana and Darko, they are IT, so they will develop this module. Actually, they will adopt already exist platform of the vendor, and Randy and myself, we will make the business specification for the IT engineers, and we will be testers between our two countries. since both of me and Randy, we have contacts with customs, so we are very well known with the regulations between in Albanian and in the Macedonian customs administration. I mean the regulations and the data that are required. From Albanian side, Randy has told us that they already have the electronic data. So the platform should add some plus data for the selling of the product. So yes, a unique price. We have then we have the weight of the goods that should be put on the declaration, where the goods come from, who is the consignor, who is the consignee. So all required data as pre-advance already exists. So the buyer will know in advance the final price that she should pay.
Hello, everyone. Aida from GIZ. I have two questions. First of all, I want to congratulate you for the work you've done. You've come so far from, I was here on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm really amazed with everything that you've done, but also the other team as well. So my question is related to the workflow that you showed, Ophelia, and I think that you're the right person actually to answer the question. You mentioned that some regulation and legislation should be changed and adapted in order to have this type of solution. So my question is, does this mean that you will have to wait for it to be adjusted, or you can already go on the market with this solution? That's my first question. And the second one is, you showed us your revenue plans for the next 5 years. And do you know anything about, did you think and did you analyze the cost structure and what will investment will be needed to develop such solution, and how long it will take to adjust the existing vendor platform? Thank you.
So thank you very much, Ida. Concerning your first question, was our idea can go in live immediately. There is no need of adoption or amendments of the current existing laws. But can you return on the I was speaking about the future, because this module could be good opportunity. Not only we decided first to play this game with Albania and Macedonia, but after that to spread regionally. And regionally speaking, this module will be good opportunity step forward when we will have the legal base for the marketplace e-platforms to have the key role in for the customs and other institution. Why? Because the e-platforms and marketplace will be the holder of data which are required for customs to perform risk analysis and etc., to allow or not to enter the goods within the customs territory. So therefore, I said that in the future, I hope near, e-platforms and marketplace should have a really responsible role in the supply chain of the goods and for the customs and other institution. About the plan, financial plan, I'm sorry, we will ask additionally, because Darko prepared this morning the plan, but in the slide you can see I think it was with the red, yes, expenses and cost. So it will be for developing of this module, for testing, and that's it. But we will ask you additionally because Darko has in his own the Excel and everything in his laptop.
Thank you. Do we have anyone in the virtual audience that wants to ask a question or comment? No.
Well, if I may.
Yeah.
Hello to everyone. I'm Edin, coming from Bosnia, working for DHL. And for that reason, it was quite interesting to hear about this idea. So my question is basically, since you probably know that there are players at the market that already follow this, provide this solution actually free of charge for the customers, what would be your differential and how you intend to make your money?
Our differences will be the low cost and speed delivery, since we will exchange the data from export declaration, and we can prepare import if there is need to prepare the import declaration in advance. So there is possibility to use pre-launch of the import declaration if the goods are not released from the customs duty. If the goods are released from customs duty, they will be in free circulation. I mean, they will be delivered to the final users once they entered in the customs territory.
Thank you. Any other comment? Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Can I, yeah. Where am I? Yeah. Can I ask team Balkan Hop. Warm welcome for the team.
Hello, everyone. This is our team. We have Martin, Kenan, Adna, and Hristo. We are missing Sandra, but she had to go. So what we want to do today is to simplify the cross-border e-commerce in Western Balkans. And it might sound a little bit familiar because the team before us had the same topic, but just bear with us. We actually see many issues when it comes to B2C e-commerce in our neighboring countries. So imagine if you're a merchant, for example, in Macedonia, and you want to export to Bosnia. It's really difficult. You don't even start because it might be too expensive if you're using someone like DHL, or it might take too long if you're using national postal services. So you don't even start. You just say, it's too difficult. I'll stick to my local market. So we want to work on this solution to simplify the B2C e-commerce and to also give this EU-like experience, not just to the merchants, but also to the customers who are ordering. So how do we do that? We want to be the first one-stop shop solution, a platform that will help cross-border B2C deliveries in Western Balkan, and we will be called Balkan Hop. So what are we? We are the end-to-end platform for merchants, and we will also integrate couriers. So we will have many couriers in many different markets of Western Balkan. And then what we're going to do is consolidate the parcels that we get from these merchants, do the simplified and expedited customs procedure, but also for our merchants, we will be the consultants and we will offer the support. Now, if you think about the benefits for the merchant, there are so many. First of all, we will be cheaper than if you use the international courier. If you go to, for example, DHL, UPS, and so on, we will be cheaper. They will have only one single integration with our platform. We will also offer them direct access to all the Western Balkan markets so they can expand their business. We will also give them the customs paperwork solved, which is a big pain point today. We will have returns management and so on. But we also have some benefits for the couriers because we will integrate many of them in many markets. They will get more volumes, they will get more customers, they will get more markets again, but they will only have to deal with one party, which is our platform. So they will integrate with us and they will have one set of procedures that they will have to follow with bigger volumes. Now, if you ask us how it works, Hristo will explain the details of it to you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone online. So our platform, in fact, is composed of several components, but the most important are warehouses which are interconnected in the different countries. It all starts, of course, with the customers, because we have many customers in one country who want to order from merchants which are located in other countries. From that point on, when the order is being placed, everything that the merchant has to do additionally is just to prepare the order and to print the supporting documents which are needed for accompanying the parcel. Then everything that has to be done is to deliver the parcels in our local distribution center. This is our warehouse 1, where we can take care of the orders and we can sort them according to different categories so that the compliance with the customs is ensured, and the risk of some of the parcels being locked in the customs for the sake of all the others will be minimized. On top of this, we consolidate the parcels, we put them in the bigger transport, and this way also we provide savings for the merchants, because it is one thing to send this remote control to other country. It is another thing to combine it with many other merchants and many other parcels and deliver it this way. Of course, we also pull the information from the websites in order to ensure compliance with the customs documentation, and we standardize the process of preparation of the document in accordance to the so-called HS code or tariff code, which is needed for the customs clearance. We do the export-import paperwork with the customs, and after everything is solved there, we have our second warehouse, which is in another country, in the country of destination of delivery, where we have the injection point. We put all the parcels there, we sort them according to the couriers that are destined to provide the last mile delivery. They come and pick them up. This way, they do the last mile delivery, and we are constantly monitoring also their KPIs in terms of providing the best possible quality of the service on behalf of the customer, of the couriers. And of course, whenever the customer is getting the order, he also has the right for the return. If you do it right now, it is very hard to convince somebody who have received their products in, let's say, Albania from Bosnia. They practically have very expensive options to return this product. We just reverse the process, and we help the end customers do the return. We process the return, and at the end of the day, we send it back consolidated to the merchant. Of course, there is some paperwork related to this, but we were ensured by the guys who are experts and who are working on this on a daily basis that this is feasible. Then this is how the platform, of course, this is a very simplified mockup, will look like for the merchant and for the end customer. Merchants will see their orders, merchants will see their parcels and what are the delivery KPIs from each of the couriers they preferred to use for the last mile delivery. And another benefit is that whenever there is a blockage on the system of a certain courier, for example, because of full system or because of the truck getting stuck somewhere or some other issue, because let's say of outage of the system, we can easily change the courier temporarily, and there will not be needed to do a second integration with a second supplier and to deal with additional paperwork. The contract will be between us and the merchant, and of course we will have many contracts with the carriers. This is a model which is quite popular in some countries in Central and Eastern Europe especially. Then we have the application where the end customer can monitor the tracking of the parcel and can be notified upon the delivery time, transit time, and so on. Our business model is that we are practically reselling the courier services. So we buy the service wholesale from the couriers and we resell it to the end customers. On top of this, we also charge a small fee for the cross-border transportation. But as I said, it is spread across many parcels. So the value per parcel is very, very small. We have also some very small fee for the automation paperwork, but having in mind that this saves time and resources for all the merchants, I think all of them will see the value in it. And of course, we also charge for the returns management because this is a normal procedure that requires additional resources, but instead of having to process the parcels one by one, we again store them in one warehouse, which is the local warehouse. We pack them in bulk and we ship them back as a bulk, which saves a lot on the transportation cost. This is a very simplified and, of course, a very non-detailed plan, which only has to show that whenever we have an increase of customers and their relative number of average parcels, this is growing compoundly, so exponentially. In fact, of course, we are predicting a loss for the first year, but this is inevitable, having in fact that we will start slow. But when we add new countries, new parcels, and they come from all around the region, and at the same time we process them within one system, the numbers will add up and show positive result at the end. Desmond Tutu said that there is only one way to eat an elephant, and it is one bite at a time. And this is how we will eat our elephant, because this is a very challenging task. Within the next 6 months, we are planning to have the minimum viable product. We will have, of course, an API, and we will have a test, pilot test with some of our friends and partners in the e-commerce business. Of course, we will be preparing also some internal processes, and we will be ready, hopefully, at the end of the 6 months for the launch preparation with the minimum viable product. Our team is composed of people from all across the region. All of them are remarkable experts, and they are specialists in many different types of operations. So we have a logistics expert, we have a marketing expert, IT guy, and so on. So each of us will take his own responsibility. I also come from an EU country, and I know quite well the EU regulations. So we will also help merchants from the region export their products, in fact, and start selling them in the European Union. They can do so by using the so-called import one-stop shop scheme. Thank you very much, and we are at your disposal if you have any questions.
Maybe first, are there any questions from our virtual audience? Raise your hand or unmute and give feedback or ask a question from the virtual audience. Tiana.
Hello again. This was a very entertaining presentation and quite elaborate. However, this is not really a question, rather a comment. Given that this is a pitch and that you will look for investors for your business venture, I suggest that you show to the investors what are the benefits of your platform, and especially when it comes to being kinder to the environment. So please show in your future development of this platform how you will save costs, but not only how you will save costs, both for merchants and for consumers, but as well how your solution is benefiting the environment.
Thank you very much for the comment. Of course, one of the options is to use the so-called lockers whenever they are available, because they reduce the carbon footprint of the deliveries. Also, we are consolidating the shipments and we move them not one by one, but in bulk, which also has its impact. But thank you for the comment. We will definitely have it in mind. And no plans at this point, yes.
Yeah, you have it there. You have it there. You just need to present
articulate
it a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tiana. Any other comment from our virtual audience at this point? Okay, I'm giving the floor to our audience on site. Any comments, questions for our team? Yeah.
I would say, first of all, very nice presentation and really good idea. I'm interested in investment. How much money do you need to reach this MVP? Because you have idea and you have very good plan for 6 months, And just to comment, let's say, what are the opportunities for this funding? You have innovation fund in Serbia, in Macedonia, and in Montenegro. And we are more or less funding this first stage, early stage startups, which are developing business model and creating MVP up to 30,000, plus mentoring, different kind of soft skills you can gain during this 6-month period. So just to have in mind that there is also opportunity for funding. For later stages, once you have MVP and you start to develop product, test it in real environment and improve it, then you can get funding up to 200 or 300,000 euros. And then, of course, there is also opportunity to speak with the private investors, with VC funding, and the other opportunities. Okay.
Thank you
So
very
just answer about your how much money you would need in order to reach MVP product.
This is something that we are about to evaluate, but probably also Martin can answer about the technical part, because this is the most consumed.
So as we've talked between our team while doing this project, because we're a well consolidated team of all the different types of work that we will need, and also with the help of the organization for this event and the help that they will provide, I think that for the MVP product, we could be viable by ourselves. But of course, any funding could help us develop the solution faster, or just not. It doesn't have to be faster. It can be just better. And have more potential of being a successful product earlier in the stages. So we would like to, after this presentation in the coming months, talk about the details of how we can connect with people of different kinds and what we need, and to tunnel the funds or the help in the right places, so we have a whole project which is good and viable in all aspects. Yeah.
If I could just add that we are well aware that this is a technologically requiring project. We have plenty of integrations to manage, to maintain, and so on. For the minimum viable product, of course, we will aim to ensure that at least several categories within the product range of customers, of our customers, which are the e-merchant, will be viable and will be feasible to be sent across this platform. And we will do, let's say, the minimum set of integrations that will prove the validity of our model. We already have discussed with the couriers. All of them are in the game. I mean, they are committed to us that they will also participate in this, because this is also interesting project for them. So our analysis further will disclose what will be the real case, and then we will be probably needing some additional help and support.
If I may add, beside this IT, maybe this is specific in accordance to other presentations, we have to register companies in each country, but it is not cost demanding too much in this phase. And we have to have warehouses, but we can rent it. So for the beginning. So I would say it would definitely fit in the first year in this amount what you mentioned. Of course, will other phases, with new phases, we will earn more revenue, and more cost, it will not be a problem. But for the first phase, it would definitely fit.
And just to say, because Martin has a company that develops platforms, so he's a little bit shy, and he wants to use his own resources, but he will definitely take the money. Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, guys. If there is any final question or comment, yeah, Edin from our virtual audience.
Yeah, just it's not a question actually. It's more a comment, since this is a pitch, and you will be going after the money as well. And one thing to consider at the very early phase, because it can be party breaker, is related to the customer process at both ends, because it requires alignment of all stakeholders. It can be really party breaker for everything. So take it up on your agenda really high and then sort it out first.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. One more round of applause. Can we have the final team called Flexiba?
Oh la la. Okay, now coming to the fun part and the last project that we have today. So first of all, thank you all for being here. I'm really happy to be a part of this design sprint. My name is Modi, coming from lovely country, Germany. Gray weather we have right now. So thanks God that we are here in sunny country. So Flexiba. Let's talk about short story for what we understand here. And this short story is a real story for my life. So I considering myself as online shopper. I'm actually creating a shop, and I do shopping actually between 4 and 5 times per week. I'm not a rich guy, but I'm actually lazy to go to offline store. So that's why I have this e-commerce lovely to go to and order. So you could imagine that I'm spending every single order, every single item I ordered, I spend 10 to 15% of my order for shipping, which is too expensive, unfortunately. So this is from my perspective as a customer. From logistic perspective, you could imagine that they already for failed deliveries, they have an additional cost from 10 to 20%, which is really successful, unfortunately. And for the SMEs that we have, the people that they are trying to be a shops and a good job, let's focus on SMEs. They have a really little items, and they could have a 30% of the item value as a delivery fees, which is not make sense at all. Imagine that there's SMEs that has something with 15 euro, and you have actually 5 euros for deliver this item. So it's unbelievable. That's why we think to actually create a Flexiba. One more thing here, actually, that according to our numbers, because I'm coming from the data perspective, so according to our numbers, we are spending and losing monthly $7 million for failed deliveries. I need this money, unfortunately. Yeah, so basically we came with Flexiba. Flexiba is a platform which actually connecting the people, the customer, and also logistic companies and shops. So it's really easy. We think, what about if we not making multiple items, but making cargo which holding multiple items? Then this could be the idea. How it will work, how our user journey. So basically from customer perspective, the customer, it has a freedom to go to any shops and actually choose their items and put in one cargo. Cargo means a big basket, and you put actually item. This item could be across shops, not only from one shop. That's why you could save some money. So also one good note that if you order, for example, 6 items, so you will have 6 delivery men coming to your way. Man, this is your item. Okay, I am a really busy guy. I'm actually CEO and the consultant for many countries. I don't have much time to actually have 6 people coming to my door and say, this is your item. I need only 1 man coming. This is your 6 items. And that's it. So this is the idea, actually. And basically, if you have multiple items, this is good. The logistics will offer you discount for your delivery because it will pick up from multiple locations and drop off only in one location. So maybe in 1 man will actually go and drop off all items for you, not 6 manpower on the street. And this is very important. Also, we have ability in our platform to schedule your delivery. So I need my item to be delivered Friday afternoon before Friday night because I will be drunk actually. Oh, so basically our platform as well is offering QR code, which I will tell you right now what is the QR code is actually using for. And this is for customer perspective. From shops, the customer will need to share this QR code, which holding all information about the items, all information about what actually this cargo could contain. So it's easy for the shops that you can tell the shop, I have my own logistic company. Don't worry about the pickup. This is your QR code. Please put this QR code in the item that I am buying from you. And that's it. You don't need to communicate, or you don't need to do a lot of stuff with logistic. The logistic company will call you to pick up, and they scan the QR code, and that's it. So it's pretty easy for the shop. And also in this way, the customer will be encouraged to buy more items. So it's a good revenue channel actually for the shops, especially the SMEs. For the logistic perspective, so the platform is the place for cluster the items per customer instead of the logistic company. The logistic company is spending a lot of time to cluster everything together and where this is could go, and this is in Macedonia, this is in blah, blah, blah. So this is actually, we are saving time, because with this QR code, you are collecting everything for a specific customer and then boom, go. So this is for them amazing. And also, this is amazing in the manpower, as I mentioned. You have multiple backup location, but at the end you have one drop-off location, which also something really cool. We actually saving here some environment impact. So we are expecting that we are reducing the carbon footprint by 50 kilo CO per shipment, which is amazing for our environment, if you are caring about it. Okay. If you are talking about the TAM, we are a very good business. We are a very good market. We have 150 million parcels shipped yearly here, which is amazing. Average of order is 50 euro, and the average of delivery fee is 3.5 euro, which is very good market to actually start with. How we can get the money? This is a very big problem. So our revenue channels right now, we have three mainly revenue channels. Of course, we are taking some money from logistics, and we are taking some money from the shops, and we will have affiliate network for used as a marketing channel for our shops, for example, or logistics company as well. We have other revenue streams, which we could have a subscription as a basic and premium, and we considering ourselves as a data-driven company. Because we are building this platform, so we are gathering a lot of data. So we could use this data to generate insights and sell it to the shops or logistics. You could imagine that how this could be useful for the shop. Okay, the people may be interested in t-shirt here. So what about if I'm making over for t-shirts and so on? So these insights we could sell as well. For financial prediction, we actually expected at the end of the first year, we will have 1% of the market share, which actually have 1 million by the end of the first year. And to reach end of the 5th year, we could expect that we will have 3 to 5% of the market share, which converted to 7.5 million, which is, I hope this not be optimistic. What we did so far. In our amazing design sprint, we convinced 2 logistic companies interested in our idea, thank you, Igor, to actually participate in our idea and to start actually dealing with this, because this is saving his time. And if we saved his time, he have more volume. So we are making a lot of money as well. And also we are thinking how to integrate with the shops, for example, instead the people going to the platform and adding their item, we will have just a plugin in the browser, and it will appear when you are shopping. You wanted to add this item, BIM, with browser plugin, and it will add to your cargo. What we are doing in the next 6 months is, we will also again check the market fit, develop our MVP, and test actually the idea again, and have the most important thing, the feedback iteration. We need a lot of feedbacks actually. And we are trying to launch our pilot and then getting a feedback after launching the pilot. So this is mainly focusing in next 6 months. About the expansion plan, because we need to think about the future. Currently, our MVP talking about the customer could create the cargo and put inside multiple items from multiple shop, but as the MVP in the same country. As an MVP, we will not focus in a cross-border, but we will think about the same country. But next, we need to have a cargo as a cross-border as well. So you could imagine that the customer could order multiple items from multiple countries in the same cargo. And this will be amazing. And we are thinking about the people. We actually are trying to build a community. What's the meaning of this community? So the cargo, you could share it with your friends. So your friends actually could participate in the same cargo, because maybe the cargo size is 6 items and you can't fill this cargo, but your friend will participate and so on. And also we will have algorithm in our platform, not only depend on the friends, for example, but depend on the nearby people. So we have actually the nearby people living around you. What about if they can participate in your cargo, or you could participate in other cargos, and so on. So this is a building of community. And we are thinking also about logistic community. So maybe it's not necessary to be a company that actually delivers the items. What about the people? We need to use the people. The normal people could register as a delivery and I can just deliver. What about if I'm actually traveling from Montenegro to Bosnia, for example, and I have an item need to deliver? Okay, anyway, I'm going from Montenegro to Bosnia, so I can take it. So we are building also this type of community in the expansion. Our lovely team, I really like you. We're coming from different countries, actually. Someone coming from Hong Kong, which is too far away for me. I really appreciate them. Really lovely. Thank you for cooperate together, for having this amazing idea. And again, we actually built a website which holding all information about our idea, what is the benefits, what is expansion plan. So you can just scan it and to go to this website, and please have a call with us if you have any question. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Now to my team.
Thank you, guys.
We were actually wondering who's going to be doing the presentation, and Moody was a bit shy. He was not sure he wants to do it. And in fact, that all of us were like anonymously saying there's no way we're going to have to do it. He would have to do it. And you've been surprising everybody else. So thank you, Moody, for everything.
Okay, questions and audience. Do we have anything from the virtual audience maybe first? While they're thinking about it, our on-site audience, yes. Adna.
It was a very nice presentation, beautiful slides, a lot of energy. So can I just ask, is there another similar solution maybe in United States or in Western Europe that you got inspired by? And do you know if they're profitable, if they're successful?
In fact, we didn't see any other solution at first. And looking around and trying to work on this design thinking, we saw a company, in fact, in my country, in Hong Kong, where I come from, where you have the possibility to group your cargo from a location in the US and get them shipped to you in Hong Kong, which is similar to the group sharing we want to do right now. And then another one who's doing the traveling, where you travel from 2 cities, and those 2 cities you can connect between buyers and people traveling to get this. So those 2 platforms are running for a couple of years and shows relevant sign of progression. And we see that in the Balkan, that could be an option, and giving flexibility, because the mission of our design sprint was how could we create flexibility and customer-centric experience? And we realized that cross-border is something difficult to assess, and the customer doesn't want to do it. But if he has to, he would have to rely on logistic, on some professional, which other group addressed. But a customer wants to have a seamless experience when you purchase something. You want to be able to go to website, fill this information quickly, and get all connection done between logistic and being in control of his delivery schedule. So we thought of this platform that can be basically your Facebook profile or your LinkedIn profile for e-shopper that you can connect with different shops. So once you shop in somewhere else once, your data will already be booked, and you just have to click. So you're going to save a lot of time yourself. You're going to become a repeat buyer. The seller coming to you, they're going to be knowing you, so they're going to have trust on you in case that you have to pay cash on delivery. So they're not going to be afraid that you're not paying because they've seen that you are tracking records. As a shopper, you will know that you get all your history. So you have everything condensed in one application, because there is nothing worse when you travel and you shop overseas and you shop even in your country. You have to connect to 10 different websites to get your invoice or to get some data. We want to get everything in one platform. So we do believe that the solution existing overseas are only part of the idea we have. But based on those ideas, we want you to cluster everything in one single solution that can be called a super app or a super plugin.
Yeah, also regarding the question, there's a similar application or like platform that is collecting shipment for you from a Turkey or Azerbaijan in there, but they are not focused on you and giving you, it's not customer centric in that sense, because you're just purchasing on a various sites. You're actually looking for them. They purchase and like deliver to you, but they scheduled your delivery and they are making this decision. Since our main task was to make flexible and customer centric, this is basically giving you as a customer all the power of decision making process, and of course reducing the cost for you as an end customer.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions from our audience here or online as well? Aida, thank you.
Hello, Aida from GIZ again. I have just two short questions. And first of all, a comment, great presentation. And also I like how you did the research on the costs, also the revenue and also the market research. So my first question is related to the thing that you mentioned about the building the community. Actually, both questions are related to that. So for the delivery part and sharing with the friends, for example, information that I have some kind of order and we want to ship it together. So is there any issue with the data security and something that you need to think about, information sharing and such thing? Is it harmonized with the GDPR and everything? So that's my first question. And the second one is related to the other aspect that you mentioned, also community for the delivery, person who will do the delivery. Is the whole process legal? So did I understand? Sorry if I missed some information, but so anyone can do the delivery. Am I right? I can apply to do the delivery for someone. And is it a cross-border delivery or is it on one market only?
We can start with one market.
So just please explain it a little better, because I think I missed some information there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ada, for the question. Well, first, as Moody mentioned, and it's like, first we are developing this idea on a one country, one market. So we are not delivering like a cross markets. Regarding data sharing, of course, it's needed to be applied, all GDPR rules and everything. We are not sharing sensitive data with you, and you're also as a customer, as a part of this community, which is actually in a third step of expansion. You are basically giving consent for you, and you are already familiar with your community. So from a customer perspective, there will gonna be depersonalized data through the QR code. So it will just be for the delivery that's going for, let's say, for Aida, but I will not know what is in a packaging. For the delivery, yes, on a community as it is now for Balkan country, it's let's say sort of illegal for every ordinary people, but we can include various 3PLs company that are working for the delivery app. We can include taxi companies, also local like logistics company. But idea firstly is to go with a strong player that's covering entire market in one country. After establishing a strong ground there, then we're gonna do expansion on this cross-border first, and then establishing a community. Yeah, I hope I answered it.
Thank you. Anyone else question from our virtual audience once again? And again here in our audience? Going once, going twice. Sold out. Yeah, we have one. Diana, thank you.
Hi again, again me with a question. Well, again, it's not a question, rather it's a comment for future development of this speech. I think that you should explain a bit more safety and security side of this whole project in order to convince your investors, or as well, in order to convince your audience, you need to guarantee that the safety and security part of the deal is covered.
Yes, thank you for the comment. Absolutely, that was our primary also not concern, but idea. Like we need to focus mostly on the security because it's like online platform. So definitely that concerns being taken in account. But thank you so much for raising it again.
Thank you, Tiana. Okay. Any final words? Coffee. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to our virtual audience for the questions and the comments. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the teams, and thanks everyone for joining us online. I hope that you really liked the ideas and the teams. I think that they could have presented themselves in a stronger way, because they are really super strong participants. Not participants, but they are really inspirational. They are leaders. They are founders, co-founders, and everything. They already have everything they already need in their teams to actually develop these solutions. So whenever we talk to them, they didn't even see a problem in the development of their solutions. So they are really ready to actually do these solutions. And thank you very much for the feedback to the virtual audience as well, to our audience here as well. And we will definitely keep you updated for the following months. And you will be definitely invited once again for the final presentations and pitches, probably end of May, beginning of June. And I will ask once again Vartan from GIZ to say a few words.
Thank you, Dragana. I just like to say one final sentence. Thank you all as a hosting project, let's say, together with Lab of Tomorrow. We like to say thank you for your enthusiasm, energy, and decision to believe that identifying solutions for cross-border delivery in e-commerce is possible. And thank you for your time, also invested in this process, to be here with us and to try to find and enable better environment for e-commerce in the Western Balkan region. Thanks.
Thank you.
Moritz, maybe you like to say?
Yeah. Thank you. We are shutting the meeting.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.